Yo, 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 what's going on? Welcome
Wow.
to the red carpet. Welcome back to United Views. Smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Everyone has been here, sitting here, ready and waiting for us to go live with perfect timing. And everyone is ready. And if you look in all of these boxes here, you can tell that we have all been ready and waiting to go live. If you could pick one box, though, which one would you pick that you think maybe the person wasn't quite...
I got a frozen vegetable on my finger, bro. I burnt myself. In the speed of trying to get fast, picked up the pot, and then
forgot it was hot.
Yeah, just done myself over, man. So yeah, it's all right though.
What's wrong?
Listen, solo parenting it, bro.
What are you making?
I just sorted out. I just got the pasta ready. I've already made everything already, but I didn't think. I grabbed it and then I just dumped myself over, man. I'm pissed off, but it's all right. Couldn't show no emotion.
All right? Are they got food? They got
fine. They're eating. They none the wiser. They didn't literally, you know. And he's like,
they don't know you got burnt.
No.
Mad.
Oh, mate. All right, cool. Well, we're glad you're all right, and it's not a first, second, or third degree. You're good.
Nah, I don't know what degree this one is.
It's probably 0.1, 0.2, something. Maybe. It's a light. I don't think it's proper. I don't think you could call it that. So yeah. People are laughing at you in the chat already. So yeah, Uncle Gary can't even boil pasta. The same. So yeah, it's a mad thing.
Doesn't realise that cooking's hot. You know what I mean? Doesn't really
just made a mistake.
Exactly.
Man. It happens to the greatest chefs.
It does, mate. It does, and you're right. All right, man. Let's talk because first session is in. Ruben Amorim's taking his first session. Obviously, it's not a full complement. We know that. But Mainoo returned today, which we weren't really. When me and Owen were saying the other day about it's nearly a full complement, we went, apart from Kobbie, he's in, mate. So it's brilliant to see that Ruben Amorim's nearly got a full strength squad to pick from. Lindelof got injured and Maguire's out. Other than that, everyone's back.
Is Lenny Euro proper back? Is Lenny Euro proper back? And sure,
well, he's in a.
I don't start against
training. Yeah, he can't start, but he's there. He's
participating in parts of training, aren't they? Maybe it's not completely full training, but either the start, maybe bits and pieces. But they're on their way. They're on their way, certainly.
Yeah. So very, very good timing wise for these players to be back or somewhere back. I know the Malacia thing probably got to keep him out of action against Ipswich. You would imagine. I don't know.
No,
he could be on the bench. He could be probably fit enough to be on the bench. So yeah, we got a long way to go with a lot of these players, but they seem like they're back. But I want to talk about Kobbie and where he fits in, because when I did the not combined 11, the Amorim's best 11, I did it live and I got a lot of pushback. It was like 50-50 of everyone was saying it should be Casemiro, Ugarte. That's the best, balance, and Kobbie should be playing further forward, but he probably won't get a chance to, so maybe bench, whatever. It was a good talking point. So now Kobbie's back and I've got you guys. Adam's going to be here shortly. Let's go around the room, man. Saeed, what are you saying? Because you've always said Kobbie 10. I know you've been on that.
Kobbie 10.
You've been on that. But can
you have respect on Saeed, because he promised to be different, bro. I watched the video that he did. He said it's a new Saeed, bro. And I don't know if there's a round of applause around the table, but I don't know.
Well, have we seen it yet, though? What are we applauding?
You can just say stuff, KG.
He's committed to change, bro. It was a big video, bro. He said he's changing from this moment, bro. We all have to be locked in.
When was this?
Perspective on managers. That's my kind of talking point.
Wait, said it was acted to get rough. That's what I'm saying, bro. You need to be
all right.
The content, bro.
We have to change ways in which we analyze managers now, man. So,
didn't you want Pogba back as well? I saw a bit of.
Yeah, no, I do want Pogba, but that's for players, isn't it? For managers, different, isn't it? Because players can come and go.
You not change at all. But,
man. It's what it is. For me, though, it's I get if you don't want Pogba in it, but I want him in it. So it's what it is, isn't it? So,
there you go then.
I do.
If you don't want him, it's cool, isn't it? You know what I mean? But I, if you said to me on a free transfer for 6 months, I'd take him back, me.
If he was going to be the same level, I want him, but I think 2 years out, I'd be worried. If I knew he was going to hit levels, I would take him back.
Alice, is this another person that's on thin ice as well? Is this another your thin ice candidate? Your ice is taking the liberties.
So thin.
What is going on? Not you as well, Alice.
I wouldn't, because he's been out for 2 years and he's been so injury prone that I don't think he's going to be the level. But like, I liked Pogba, and if I knew he would actually picked up the level he left off and could stay fit, I couldn't say no to that.
There you go.
I liked Pogba as well, but I mean, it's not happening. It's fine, but I just.
But you're telling me, Okay.
No, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't. No,
this is scenario, right?
I wouldn't.
This is what I played. This is how I played it. He's training in Carrington. He's seen him put the United training top on. You know, you as a Man United fan, you're seeing the images alongside Mainoo.
Oh.
You're seeing, bro. You're seeing some mad things there, yeah. And then all of a sudden you say, "Bye-bye, go and find your club now." You know what I'm saying? You're saying that, yeah? That's your stance. Okay.
Yeah. Even the coming back in training thing, but he's not doing it now anyway.
But no, that was you know.
The coming back in training thing. Well, Pogba was like, "Budness, man, I don't even want to be there." He said that just before he left.
There was loads of things going on, though, man. There was loads of politics involved. There was loads of situation and drama about his contract and whatnot. But
wait, what was? Sorry, we're moving. We can't do this, bro.
Did you not watch his interview?
Bro, he was injured the whole time, and he said he wanted to leave from a couple of years
earlier. Did you know? But watch his actual documentary goes, the way they messed around with it. Like
I saw that. Yeah, I saw that.
Actually didn't value him as a player. There was a lot of politics that was going on, bro. So at the end of the day, he would have stayed at United, bro. But obviously, because United, the way they treated him, he was like, what, I'm going to leave.
He said the thing where to Darmesh, you said it to, not Darmesh, it's Carve. He was like, I said I wanted to leave like 3 years before, or 2 years before, but they didn't let me.
No, but that shows. No,
that's because there was a contract offer. No direction.
Yeah, there was a contract offer in terms of Man City and whatnot. But when you actually look at his personal documentary, where he's talking about his life and whatnot,
the one with Managerial.
Managerial. Yeah, he said that. Like they if they'd have offered him a contract and had valued him as a person, he would have signed it. But United dilly-dallied around. 1 minute they say, "Do you want to sign it?" 1 minute they didn't. So I blame my United more so than Paul Pogba, but that's just me. And that's just my opinion. So
Josh is in the chat. Big up Josh. He says getting Pogba back is crackhead movements. If there were politics, why would he come back for a third stint after failing twice?
Yeah, but then United's not the same United that he left, though, is it?
But it wasn't both times. The one that he left, he wasn't even playing. He was injured.
The first time was because of Fergie. Let's be honest. The first time was because of Fergie. Fergie didn't want to play him when Blackburn. We played Blackburn and we played Fabio and Raphael in midfield. That's one of the reasons. The second time, let's be honest, there was a lot of issues going on. There was a lot of issues going on. So, end of the day, like this Ineos and where they're going right now, it's not the same as the Ed Woodward and the three bankers that came into the football club.
Yes, because they're gonna go. This guy's always injured. We ain't signing him.
They might do. I'm just giving you the scenario of if United gave him say to him, you're training at Old Trafford. I'm just telling you, would you not want to sign it for 6 months? That's all it is. No. It's not I believe he's coming back or I believe. Yeah. It was just literally someone said, "Yo, would you have him back for 6 months?" I said, "Yeah, of course," because I think Paul Pogba was an amazing player. That's all it is.
KG was saying something similar apparently yesterday, Flex, when he was around your house, wasn't he? KG was saying something similar.
And I done the I done the full view, and I realized I done the full view, and I was like, "Nah, I'm moving."
No, but you don't listen to the comments in it, man. Just give your opinion, man.
Comments, bro.
Just give your opinion,
bro. I saw the
injury record. Man.
I saw the injury record, and I said, "I'm moving." Mad. People were saying it's the Amapiano show, bro. There's no. They couldn't let Amapiano show, bro. This is mad, bro. Would you give Shaw a contract? Would you give Shaw a 6 months contract?
But I don't rate Shaw as a player anyway.
If he pulled up, no, but their injuries.
When he's fit, he's good.
Nah, man. Even when he's fit, I don't rate him.
Well, do you want Martial to come back?
No, I wouldn't want Martial to come back. No.
Why not?
Because I just seen, for me with Martial, I actually seen like a decline in play in terms of his actual mobility and whatnot. Like there's differences in it. With Paul Pogba,
so if it's not a decline, when's Pogba last been at his? Where is he at then? Where's he at with his?
Paul Pogba's still an amazing player, bro. Like
when last was he amazing?
When we look at this midfield as well, and we look at the 2-10s that we're trying to build them, the new system. I'm like, broski, put Pogba in there. I'll be like, he'll be using.
Did he say Ruben Amorim wanted intensity?
Bro,
didn't he say he wanted intensity? Didn't Ruben Amorim say I want intensity? If intensity, Paul Pogba after his injuries, he turned to dust at this point.
But the thing is, you got to remember, like with Amorim, he also did state that it's not going to be a quick fix. You know what I mean? I'm not going to demand things that are not there. So he's going to be logical in that. This team was told by Rangnick to run around, and did they do that? So some of these players don't have that within them anyway. If I'm being honest with you,
don't you think it's just bringing back, like, you know how the media feel good about him? If we brought Pogba back into this team, the way Amorim would have felt like the way he's like loved at the moment and how he's respected by the outside publications, they're going to look at him and say he is just as mad as everyone else has been. He's going to bring back that. We're talking about starting a new set of standards, bringing up the intensity and changing the dressing room, and we're going to bring back someone that is a bit divisive in the dressing room.
Everybody's reading into it too much, man. It was a question. It was a situation that came up. International break, a little bit of fun. Bro,
because you mean it. No, you mean it, bro.
I mean it, but I'm just saying, like, I know it's not going to happen. So I just said, you know what? F it. Bring him back, man. Bring him home. And that was it, man. So I don't know why everybody's so impressed. Like, everyone thought, oh, this guy's not, he's not a true United fan, this and that. I was like, relax, man. It's not that deep, bro. Relax.
Nah, anyone that wants Pogba back hates the club.
You know what I mean, bro? Everybody's
they're a virus.
Relax.
No, because
Saeed, people like you are the problem. People like you are the problem.
People like me are the problem.
Go back.
You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, man.
Mad thing. I wasn't going to talk about Paul Pogba. I don't even know how that came up.
I made a one video.
I kind of threw a grenade. I kind of maybe threw a little bit. It
was OWEN, though. Because I was celebrating the change.
After that video, I didn't put it in one live. I didn't nowhere else. I never spoke about it after that. I just wanted to have a little bit of fun, and that was it. But obviously, people are just, what I mean? They take it personal, isn't it? But it's what it is.
Saeed, just quickly, before we do this Call Me Mainoo thing, explain to the community this new change of Saeed. Because I haven't seen the video yet.
I think
what is it? Yeah. Explain
it. Only because I generally think for me, it's like, even though we discussed about, we can sack and hire and that, I generally think this is the one where we've got to be given the most priority in terms of patience. Like, if we gave Ten Hag 3 years and people, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to say names, but, we literally were giving excuses to managers. I generally felt from the interview that I watched and what he was talking about, and this is the biggest thing for me. When I said the word identity, I remember people in this chat and just in general on YouTube, they were saying that word as a buzzword. They were saying that, how dare you use the word identity? It's almost like people just use that for fun nowadays. And I kept saying that in every video under most managers. And now we see a manager that talks about that. And I was like, you know what? He just gets it. And I feel like he understood what it needs to become a top team. You need to have an identity. And he also talked about not winning for the sake of winning. Like, you can win a game, but how many times we won a game, we go outside Old Trafford and we're all like, man, but we conceded 20 shots and XG was this and that. Like, sometimes you can feel that. I feel like he understood the manner. He understood that you have to win with style. You have to have a substance about you. And you need to create an idea. And that was something that I took and I resonate with. And I just think for me, overall, the way I judge certain things, especially with this manager, because he's a young manager as well. And I'm not going to say all that process talk and all of that, because I'm never one of them kind of fans. But I just think for me, this one, if it doesn't work, like, generally, I don't know after this. Like, generally. Like, if this manager does not work, I don't know if I can get myself worked up so highly after this one. So that's why I'm saying I'm going to give enough patience.
And how many years? Wait, so when you're saying patience, how long are you going to give him the new side?
It's not a case of giving. It's about understanding the idea that he brings in. Like, if I can see now, we might not have won a trophy, but we came fifth and we see good football. I think for me, instead of saying, sometimes people will say, sack the manager, not won anything. No, if you're seeing good football and you see that our football is sustainable and we have an identity, we can say, right, we need to give this guy this amount of money. Let's be patient. Let's keep it going. That's where it's not a case of like where we finish, because of, the substance behind it. It's just literally what we are doing. And can we see the vision? Can we see the Amorim way? That's what I've always been about that. If I can see something, I'll back it. If I don't, That's where I
If you
moved
see the
away from
Amorim way, but we're like 7th, 8th, you cool.
Yeah, I will. Generally, yeah. Because for me, it's about, bro.
Progress.
Again, you know what I mean? There has to be context behind it, but ultimately, if we can see there is literally, we're playing good football, it's sustainable, we're understanding things, then of course, obviously we're getting beat 3-4-0 every week and there's shitty results. Nobody can tolerate that. But if we can see there's a level of progression that's needed, then why not?
Bro, because you just said, again, it's a big thing you just committed to. You said if you can see Amorim ball,
it's big.
You're gonna stand with the manager and you're gonna bake the manager.
Yes.
That's incredible.
Okay. Good. No problem.
I mean, listen, did you not stay with this manager when we were playing shit football? And you know what I'm saying? Like, so
I'm backing the man. I'll back this manager. I'm gonna back him.
Yeah.
There
you go.
Okay, no worries.
Let's see.
I
just
wanted that clarity.
Far too deep into it. We are looking far deep. Let's just see what happens for now and keep it moving. Because there's going to be loads of things that happens in between, so much context, etc., etc. So let's see, man.
All right, okay. The evidence is there, so we will hope that persists because we all want the same thing. So no worries, no props.
Yeah.
Shout out Adam, just come through. Big up to you, bro. Would you take Pogba back?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
That's how you respond to that. That's how you respond to that. Look at that. Alice, she said he's on. I don't know. Alice and the ice thing, man. It's the ice for Alice.
It's winter.
Alice and the ice, man.
If it wasn't injured, I would want him back. But
no, Alice just said it there. It's like you could take his off-field, the toxicity. I don't even think half of it is real about the toxic Pogba side of things, but he's got the worst injury record in the world. Why would you?
Yeah, but it's fine because we got Luke Shaw as well, so it's like add more in it. It's wicked. Add more. I bring Martial back as well. They can all not play together at the same time. Wicked.
God, them days.
But no, I was only gaslighting because we just finished that. I just wanted you to do exactly that, and you did it. You did it. No, Kobe Mainoo. Kobe Mainoo. Can we all agree we're gonna stay here, Owen? Don't make us Kobe Mainoo. Alice, let's start with you because back in training, where is Kobe's best position in this system? Can he play alongside Ugarte / Casemiro in this midfield two, which we're all presuming will be a midfield two right there? Or is he looking, or should we be looking, or should Amorim be looking for him to be playing in one of those 10 areas?
For me, I think he's better in the 8 role under Amorim, and that brings me back to. Do you remember when we were looking at like Frankie de Jong? We didn't get him. We got Casemiro instead. And the one worry around getting Casemiro was, he's not maybe the best on the ball at breaking the lines. We do need a Frankie de Jong-esque player to play alongside Casemiro because McTominay and Fred couldn't do that. And we're like, okay, well, we're not going to get Frankie de Jong. And I remember suggesting a few players like Maxim Kakare was one. And another one who was at Sporting at the time was Matheus Nunes. He obviously went to Wolves, went to City. He's been a bit hit and miss. But at Sporting, him and Ugarte were very good together. In terms of profile of player, I do think that Kobe is quite similar to what Matheus Nunes did at Sporting. So, and he obviously partnered Ugarte at times. So I see Kobe in the pivot with Ugarte. I also think, while I think elements of me think that Kobe, because he's got a bit of a creative nature, could do a job on the 10, and it'd be interesting to see. I think with Amorim's 3-4-3, don't know if Kobe's really got the pace for it, the directness, because they are sort of 10s, but also sort of wide forwards. It's a little bit different, really. So for me, I think Bruno and Mount could maybe do it, but I think Kobe for me would be in the pivot with Ugarte, sort of doing the role that Nunes did at Sporting, and I think that works quite well with Kobe because he's quite good at receiving the ball for the centre backs, breaking the lines. He's quite comfortable on the ball, and I think that would just help in our build up.
Love it. He's muted. Technology.
I'm for that. Wanted to always make sure someone's finished talking. It's called Zoom etiquette, mate. That's what you do. So you're not all shouting over each other. I mean, and people got headphones on there. I've paid attention to the comments. It gets very chaotic for your ears. So just having etiquette, mate. That's what I'm doing. I'm doing, mate.
Good.
Adam, over to you. What say you?
On which topic, mate? Are we on Kobe right now?
Yeah. Kobe.
Yeah, just really excited to have him back in the side. I think, like, potential-wise in this squad, he has got the biggest ceiling out of every player, I think, alongside Garnacho personally. And it's like what Alice says there. Alice has done a couple of shows now where we've been talking about how we fit players into this Amorim system. I feel like if it was in the old style setup with a natural 10, it's not the same under Amorim. I think Kobe would be better further forward personally, because that is where he came through in Man United's academy. I think he was a further forward thinking midfielder, attacking midfielder. But when you've got the qualities that Kobe's got, you can play him in at 8. I feel like this system is going to pretty much suit itself to him playing in that role in between both the likes of Agate and the forwards. And yeah, I'm just looking forward to seeing. I think the biggest thing out of everything is looking forward to seeing Amorim unleash the potential, because I feel like that's what he will do more with these players. I don't think we've seen the best of any of these players in this squad under Ten Hag. I don't think any of them have reached anywhere near what they can. And it's like them statements that have come out today in terms of Amorim's, his job, his task in hand. Like, Ten Hag has blew the budget, and he is now on a shoestring budget, and he's got to maximize the talent out of this squad. I feel like Kobe Mainoo, like I just said, his ceiling is sky's the limit, isn't it, with Kobe? And hopefully we can build a team around him, because I think he is that type of player that will that we can build a team around, for me. And I think he'll play in a couple of positions. I don't think it's going to necessarily be one. I think it'll be an ever-changing sort of system that interchanges in-game in certain scenarios, and against different opposition, it may be approached a bit differently as well. But I agree with what Ali said in terms of the pace of Kobe Mainoo. I think he's better with players close to him and players around him. And I think he will work best. And we haven't seen the combination yet of him and Agate, have we? So it's something, again, to get excited about as an unknown for us as United fan base going into this period now under Amorim. But yeah, I'm like everyone. I'm figuring out all of these different situations we've got and the excitement factor. But I just want to see United play now so I can start properly judging it. I feel like I'm imagining things constantly happening right now.
So many hypotheticals.
I know. Yeah. I need to see football now. It's killing me, honestly. Like, this has been the longest international, and we say it on every international break, but this one, with what we've got to come, I feel has been the longest one. But the countdown's on now. I think all our questions, are going to be answered, I feel, this weekend in that initial sort of reaction from this squad.
Yeah, to see where they go. We'll go around the room and continue what we're saying. Sino7 become the latest UV member. Big up to you, Sino. And Lil Yo-Yo says, let's go, Saeed and Alice. How do you say that? Le Pioche vibes? Is that how you say that?
Le Pioche, yeah, Le Pioche.
Le Pioche vibes. And Crash Illustration says, big ups to KG the Flip Flopper, Flex the 1 of 1, Spirit of Sancho Saeed. That's a crazy one. Alice Spirit of the Wonderland, and Owen, the best of the best. And this was before Adam got here, so they probably didn't think you was coming. Big ups to the Reckless Delegates as well. And Crash Illustration also says, there you go. Also, Spirit of a number 10. Adam. Sorry, I forgot your name.
Scanning.
Number 10.
Scanning, bro. Scanning.
Yeah.
That's just absolutely scanning. Kobe Mainoo, KG.
You know what's crazy? Like, I'm trying to not think of the form of what Rude was doing with that partnership of Casemiro and Agate. But then they enjoyed playing next to each other. They understood each other's game. And you're like, do you break that up? But then it's a brand new manager. So it kind of means nothing. But at the same time, I really want us to manage Casemiro intelligently. Like, we don't want to lose him, because it's I didn't realize how big of a character he is for the dressing room. There was clearly a rift between Casemiro and the past regime. You can see already he's comfortable. I think Rude put his arm around him, and all of a sudden, Casemiro looks like a good player that still has something to offer and something to give to Man United. And I just want him to manage that one effectively. While Kobe's young, you still got the room to, bench Kobe at times or bring Kobe into the game and not make him. Right now, for the last couple of years, Kobe, Garnacho have been senior players, and it was maybe too much too soon. I don't know if it's time now to well, the real senior players, play them first and then let them almost mess up for themselves, and then you bring in the youth, or the youth come off the bench, do something, and it's like, I can't drop you now because you're showing you're the best. But I think we need to respect just respect players that have done a lot in the game. And Casemiro at the moment for me should start with Ugarte. He should start, and then it's his place to almost lose. I don't know if you lot agree with that one, but
probably just be on the bench and just come in and out and just
Yeah, because we have to manage that
right.
dressing room properly.
Yeah, KG's right there. There's no reason why Casemiro doesn't start for me. Mainoo will just be integrated. Look, we've got the opportunity with this, crazy as it sounds, fully fit squad. Let that sink in. Like, fully fit squad. So no need to rush players back. Let's stop doing that. Let's trust in the players that are there that are fully fit. Casemiro has been one of our best players under Ruud van Nistelrooy. I don't think there's any reason for him to be out of this side. Totally agree with what KG says there in terms of let's just integrate Kobe back in as we need. He will find his way back into this side naturally. There's no need to thrust him in when we don't need to.
But then it's mad because someone says same with Euro, but I wouldn't do that with Euro. I think Euro is needed in that back in the back three as soon as possible. You know, like, I think a player like that, let's get him in. Like, he has not played any football, and they say he's ready, right? Would you not put him straight in, or is it because Lindelof's down as well? If Lindelof was fit, maybe you will change your opinion.
Depends on Maguire.
Yeah,
I was going to say it's been a long injury for Lenier. It's been a long injury for Lenier, and you talk about, kind of to Adam's point about rushing players back. That's what we do want to avoid, don't we? Of bringing players back too soon, then having them out for the rest of the season because we've rushed them back too quickly, just because we're desperate to see them all fit in this new formation that we're going to play. I agree with you with the Kobe though situation. I think that it doesn't feel like there's much of a rush, really, actually, does there? The midfield the last couple of games has been okay. Obviously, you want Kobe Mainoo to play because he's one of our better players. But kind of what you were saying, KG, I think is spot on, that you look at people like Kobe, like Garnacho, the biggest problem they've had over the last sort of 18 months or so is that they have been our best or most important players. And they really shouldn't be at this stage of their development. Not because they're not good enough, just because there should be the senior players that are carrying their fair share, and they haven't been. And then with that comes them being overplayed, being over-relied on. And when eventually they become inconsistent because that's what happens with young players, then we blame them for just being a young football player, which is, it's going to happen, isn't it? Inconsistency is going to happen. So with Kobe, I don't sort of subscribe to. I've seen some people sort of suggesting, oh, maybe Kobe might be in a bit of trouble under Ruben Amorim because of the midfield. I think that's just lazy, to be honest.
Crazy,
I think if you've got a good player, he'll play him. And Kobe's at that age anyway that if he wants him to do a slightly different role, one, he can do it, and two, he's young, he can adapt. It's not like a Bruno Fernandes where we said under Erik ten Hag, where we're like, he's older, is he going to adapt? Turns out couldn't. Because Bruno can only really do what Bruno does. Kobe, the scary thing is with him, we haven't even seen the best of him. We've only seen a small glimpse of what he's actually capable of. So he'd be capable of anything.
Can I ask if you guys have still got shares in the Mason Mount to deliver under this new manager? Or have you lot like sold all the Mason Mount shares and just you're giving up on him?
Was it ever even shares like?
He's the number 7. He's the Man United number 7.
What was the price of those shares? They might have
exactly.
Wait, so no one is anyone believing?
If he didn't have breadstick legs, I think it could work. But he plays about 2 games and he's out for 6 weeks.
Is that a medical diagnosis?
Honestly, I think it is. I don't think he's played more than 3 games without being out for 6 weeks. Because
there's more chance that Anthony does well in this new Amorim system than for me, Mason Mount. If I'm being honest,
you've got to see him play, haven't you? Like you can't even judge Mason Mount properly because he's never available.
Exactly.
You cannot plan a team around him until he proves to Amorim, he proves to everyone that he can stay fit. But that goes back into what we just said. He doesn't need to play. He can just be brought in and monitored properly. And then let's see if we can integrate him back in parts. He doesn't start, does he? I don't think he gets into anyone's starting lineup when everyone's fit. I don't think, does he?
No, not when everyone's fit. But I will say this. Of course it is the but, which is why it's probably not going to happen. The if or the but about staying fit. But if you're talking about the position and the player, that is tailor-made for someone like Mason Mount. That's where he played for Chelsea. That's a perfect position for a fit and firing Mason Mount. But like Owen said, and like everyone else, we all see how long is he going to be fit for? How long? You know what I mean? Unless there's
I'm the only one with Mason Mount shares on this.
No, I don't think it's impossible. I don't think it's impossible.
Have you got him, KG? Have you got shares?
Yeah, I think it's only me right now because you lot like they've got breadsticks.
I do.
Well, that's a big that one is.
That's a big if.
I
don't know. Wait, so what shots? Can we go around the squad just a little bit, actually, KG? Because you're bringing a few things to the table here. Have you? So Mason Mount, have you got some Anthony shares as well? What type of shares?
My shares. I could become a millionaire if these hit. Yeah, I'm gonna be so rich. I've got some Mason shares. Yeah. I haven't got Xerxes shares.
You could also go bankrupt, mate.
Can I give you some magic beans as well while we're selling these things?
I've got the Anthony shares. I've got the Mason Mount shares.
Have you got Xerxes?
There's one. I've got a clear. I've got one that's a clear. I know it's gonna hit. And that's Ahmad. I know it's gonna hit.
That's clear. That's clear.
Yeah, that's good.
Does everyone have that dark horse that's just going to come through under Amorim? Has everyone got that player that's just going to go?
I think mine was Mount, actually. I think mine was Mount. That's
what I'm saying. So you do have some.
I went with
who's your dark
horses?
Who's your dark horses, everyone? The ones that you look like.
Mason Mount.
I'm going to go for a left field one, Malacia.
Yeah. Ooh. I was banging the Malacia drum. Possibility.
Yeah, because I think he's a good player, man. I generally, honestly, man, like when him and Shaw available, I was always rooting for Malacia because I think for me in the system, he's so technically good, man, and he's so intelligent. You know what I mean? And I think for me, he's just been hit by this devastating injury, man.
I went to Huddersfield and watched him the other night. 45 minutes. He didn't put a foot wrong. I know it. To be honest, though, it was a first team Huddersfield side. The guy came up and told me that it was only 2 players that were missing from their side that would play at weekend in a game for Huddersfield in League One. So he did well. He's got to catch up a little bit to speed with play and stuff like that. But technically, you can see it. And guys, he has bulked. He has put some meat on. He has got stronger.
But you would do if you're out for that long, though. He probably doesn't really want to be that size, but that level of inactivity is probably going to come out.
You've got to obviously he's a lot stronger, and obviously if you're stronger, and you're going to give your body a better chance as well. But he's taking his recovery properly, and I think, like Said says there, dark horse definitely. This season he'd play a big role, I think, for Ruben Amorim. Maybe obviously he stays fit again, but I think definitely Malacia is right up there.
Can I ask a question then? I know we kind of have spoke about before. So Luke Shaw's back fit, yeah? I'm just asking, what do you think happens?
Does anyone have Shaw shares? I thought you were going to say that.
Yeah. Well, that too. Does Amorim say, well, he's back fit. As long as he's back fit, I'm going to try him. Or is he a left centre back?
Look at Said.
I swear down.
Honestly,
you want Pogba back, mate.
In an Amorim system.
Yeah. So why are you man going at me for sure? How are you still man backing Shaw? But you
I didn't say I was backing him. I'll rip up his contract.
You clearly
I'll rip up his contract tomorrow. I'll rip up his contract tomorrow, mate.
And then you say no to Martial, but then you say yes to
Martial. He played 3 years.
He
played 3 years. Martial. Don't tell me about Martial with the gloves on, bro.
Martial did more than Luke Shaw. You know that.
Luke, over the whole time, but in the last 3 years, he hasn't.
Broski, listen to me here. This brother here, barely, honestly, if you look at his assist stats here, looking at fullbacks in the last 11 years here, barely done nothing. He can't stay consistent. And when he's at left back as well, man, like what generally what does he offer? Nothing. Like for me, I'm gonna say maybe left sided centre back. But overall as a player, we need to go move past Luke Shaw. It's 2024, and we're still debating whether Luke Shaw can get in the team or not. You're not saying to me,
no, but he's here. No, but
it's not here, though, is he? He's not here.
He is. He's in training.
He's in training, but how long for?
Well, we don't know, but I'm saying once
you don't know, so you don't have confidence in that. Yes or no?
What's he gonna do?
I think he's going to do it.
So what you're saying is basically you haven't changed one bit. You haven't changed one bit because it's so
hypocritical. Yeah, you lot to say to me. You lot to say to me. Hold on a minute. It's so hypocritical.
Hold on, man.
You say to me, Pogba this, Pogba that, but then you lot are still talking about Luke Shaw in 2024. Talk to me about that.
Hey, Pogba did ask to leave the club a lot. Wait, the difference is
hypocritical. Yes or no?
No, wait. Can I say Pogba did say? Wait, hold on. Pogba did say he wasted 4 years of his life at Man United. He did do a documentary about how happy he was to leave. I don't think it's hypocritical.
Oh my God, man!
Doesn't want to be at Man United.
United fan for liberty, man.
Can it be both situations where you want Shaw to leave and you don't want Pogba back? That's not radical, is it? By the way, like,
no, I don't get
you know what I mean. Why?
Am I lying? Though?
No,
Shaw in 2024, but then we're literally talking about that, bro. We have to move on.
Like, then you're doing the same thing. It's 2024. You're trying to bring Pogba back when he can't stay fit too. You're doing exactly the same thing, brother. What do you mean?
No, I'm saying what the argument was.
Virus.
No, I'm saying what the argument was. You lot were judging my opinion of Paul Pogba, and we've just had a conversation past that, and all of a sudden he said, "But you know, Luke Shaw, man, 2024."
No, you're missing it. I'm talking about a player who's still here, who's available for selection. That's
he's
what
here, but I just literally
right.
body's
But what my question
is
was,
he going to be here? No,
I agree with that. My question was, I've said it so many times, Luke Shaw. Why is he still here? We're actually arguing about the same thing. I agree with that. But what my question was what do you think Amorim's gonna do? He's new. Luke Shaw's available for selection. We don't know how long for because he's gonna pop down with an injury. My question was gonna be though, what do you think Amorim's gonna do? The same way how we're done with Rashford, Amorim's not gonna fit. He's gonna come in and go, what have I got to work with? So you said you've changed. So by the sounds of it, if Amorim starts to try to play Luke Shaw, you're gonna be Amorim out.
No, it's not.
I think Luke Shaw starts with fit. I think he does.
It's not about that though. It's just about understanding that we as fans have an opinion, and as a fan, for me, we need to look past beyond Luke Shaw. That's all it is.
I agree with that though.
That's all it is. You know what I mean?
But if he's fit, Amorim's going to use him.
I've seen on social media, he's in the first team on the team sheet. Every single one. I'm like, bro, United fans, I swear down, bro. Like,
but is that because we've only got like if we don't have many left backs, you know what I mean? It's him and Malacia.
Mazarawi's the first choice.
But that's because if they're looking at an actual left-footed left back, then they're going to probably pick him or Malacia, isn't it? And with Malacia, he's been out for like 18 months, so likely he's going to be. I don't think that's a co-sign of saying Luke Shaw for the future, by the way, or anything like that. You know what I mean?
My way of looking at it is, I would sell Luke Shaw in the summer because the guy can't stay fit. You know, that's the thing about it. If he's available and fit, I'd probably play him because of Malacia. I think we've got to be really careful with bringing him back. Now, the wing back role, there is question marks around Luke Shaw because he can bomb up and down the wing. We've seen it before, but of all the injuries, all the time out with his legs, can he bomb up and down the wing? I do think the left centre-back role could suit Shaw because he's played there before. We used to have Malacia left back, Luke Shaw left centre-back in some of the big games under Ten Hag when we beat City and Barcelona. That's what we did. So I actually see Luke Shaw being more of a left centre-back because we've got 3 centre-back roles to fill. Euro's got injury issues. Lindelof, Maguire have injury issues. Evans will have injury issues. So we're relying on De Ligt and Leacher, who also have injury issues. So, I mean... we're basically a hospital at the back. So I see Luke Shaw starting left centre-back. Maybe he has a go at him at left wing-back. But I think his left centre-back almost turns into a left-back. I actually think if he's fit, he'll play. But I think Amorim will sell him in the summer and move him on because... Can
I ask a question? You see ability-wise, because Said, you were talking about like even over the last how many years, like no assists, no nothing. If fit, like Adam, Owen, KG, and you lot in the chat, this is to everyone. Forget the fitness. I know we have to bring that into just for the sake of this. Is Luke Shaw a good player?
Not for
Luke Shaw good.
He is a good player.
Luke Shaw is a very, very good player. But
of course he is.
It's always going to be overshadowed by what we've just discussed. But we're talking about everybody being fit. Amorim will look at him. He's a senior player. He's an experienced player. He will look at him. I don't know where he's going to play him. I would say, like Said and Alice have both said there, I see him at left centre-back. Leach off with his back issue right now. You don't know. He could just slot right in there, Luke Shaw. And he is probably suited to that more. Back in the day, he could bomb up and down the wing, but I don't see it right now. The injuries that he's getting, the muscle injuries he's getting, bombing up and down.
Centre-back would be perfect for him.
I think left centre-back, definitely Shaw plays. I think he's got a chance of playing. I do. And
what's he good at? What's he good at?
Luke Shaw.
He's good in the tackle. He reads the game really well. He's strong.
Attacking.
Yeah, he's decent on the ball, but I've left centre back. You don't need to be.
No, I'm saying, what's Shaw's ability? Let's break it down.
Well, he's a defender, so he's a good defender. He's solid. He's strong. He's quick. He can play out from the back. He understands it. He very rarely gets caught out of position. Facts.
Are you kidding me? Rarely gets caught out of position. That's one of his weaknesses.
What are you talking about?
One of his weaknesses.
Have you seen Miners running back sometimes? Half the time getting twist up, doing the butcher.
You're telling me you've seen Old Trafford and you've not seen him and Maguire look at each other. Oh shit, we've meant to mark that player. That's one of his biggest weaknesses.
Have you seen
his concentration is trash?
Luke Shaw is a good defender. Luke Shaw very rarely gets skinned.
The only thing that I give him is competent enough.
Like Luke Shaw. He's a good defender. He's competent enough. What do you mean?
I'm sorry, man.
So you think Luke Shaw's a rubbish player?
He's overrated, man. He's overrated.
No, but he could be overrated because of the lack of availability. But saying Luke Shaw's not a good player is crazy. He's a good player. He's just not available, which is why we have to move him on. That's it. Yeah. If Luke Shaw, was fit, because obviously he's not, why he has to move on, he'd be fine. He's a good player. Why are we acting like he's not a good player? He is. He just can't stay fit.
You never rated him.
Never rated him.
Wow. So who have you rated better than Alex Butler? Fucking Alex Butler and them, man. There's
a reason why.
Why'd you go to Jackson and Alex Telles and all these wannabes who tried to come in and take his spot.
There's a reason why. If you were that good, there's a reason why Alex Telles went ahead of him. There's a reason why.
When did he? No, he didn't. He did it for a little bit, and then he was shit.
Can you let me land? There's a reason why Brandon Williams got ahead of him. Old man Ashley Young got ahead of him.
Injured.
Yeah.
Ahead of who?
Oh my God. Ahead of Brandon Williams while he was fit.
Only when injured.
Oh, he's had a stinker. Get it, hook him. Brandon got ahead of you.
He was not injured.
You just
Brandon got ahead of you.
That kid had a little spell, and then guess what? The quality shone through, and we realized, where the fuck is Luke Shaw?
No. Brandon Williams. No, let's not do this. Brandon Williams was playing well in that period.
Brandon Williams can't lace Luke Shaw's left toenail. Luke Shaw's been out for about 8 years.
I'm not going to lie. I was with you until you mentioned Brandon Williams' name. As soon as you mentioned Brandon Williams, I'm out.
There's a reason why he went ahead of him, bro. All them players played ahead of him for a reason. Wasn't down to fitness. Some of them were actually because, you know what? He wasn't doing it enough. He wasn't consistent enough. That's the reason. That's the bottom line.
Adam and Alice, hold on. Let these lot land. Wait, hold on. Adam and Alice, are you saying that Brandon would Brandon Williams lace Luke Shaw's boots? Anyone? I don't care who takes this.
If you not gas him up, if you not gas him up the way you do, how is man like Brandon Williams getting ahead of him? And Ashley Young and them, man. Darby and a left back. How is man getting ahead of him? If you say you're that good,
even Malacia came in. Even Malacia in his first season came in when Luke Shaw got hooked after at Brentford, and he played up to Man City, and he got hooked at half time, and then it was Luke Shaw's to the end of the season. Even in Luke Shaw's last good season, bro, in Ten Hag's first year, he played ahead of Malacia. Malacia was in and out.
But I'm listening to you all these names, bro. Yeah, and this is meant to be in his prime. Look at his assist record. When you look at fullbacks nowadays, Trent Alexander-Arnold and all these players here, he's got.
How many of them is there?
How many assists has he got in 11 years, bro? We're talking about. You're talking about attacking fullback. You just said.
He ain't played.
Hold on. No, forget that. Don't give me that. No, you're not. Because now you want to use excuses. Now hold on a minute. You just said it. You just said right now, he's known for being attacking. He has got how many assists?
I didn't say that.
You said it. You said he's good going forward.
I said he's a good defender. I didn't say he's known for going forward.
He's a good ball carrier.
You're moving the goalpost now.
He is a ball carrier. I did not sit here and say Luke Shaw is known for attacking. I never said that.
It's crazy.
You just made that up.
How many assists has this guy got for a fullback in how many years?
Okay, you can say his assists aren't high enough. That doesn't mean he's a dead player.
No, but
that means that's specific. Look at Leach in the air. Look at Leach flying into tackles. He's got weaknesses. Leach is fantastic on the ball.
Are we here talking about stats? I thought we don't do that. I thought stats hides the truth of the game.
Well, at the end of the day, to sum up the old Luke Shaw debate, is it's just all going to come down to poor recruitment. Again, we're arguing because of Manchester United and what the way this football club has been run. Luke Shaw should have been sold 3 years ago. It's as simple as that. It's just going to be an ongoing argument with United fans constantly we're arguing about nothing because we've been so shit. and these players have been here for that long. We're obviously going to talk about them more. Like, say, he's talking about Martial, Pogba, Luke Shaw, Rashford. There's a chance this season that United could line up with Luke Shaw, Harry Maguire, and Marcus Rashford in the side under Amorim. And we're all going to be scratching our heads going, what's happened to United? How are these three still playing in this team? It's going to happen. We just have to accept that Luke Shaw will play for United at some point under Amorim this season. I don't think he's going to be consistent. I think we all know what Luke Shaw is and what he's about right now. He'll admit it himself. This is probably why he never does an interview, because he knows he can't answer these questions. He will be gone, I feel, in the summer. I think it's time. And we're debating something or nothing because this club is so stupid and it's inept. Running how we've run this club under previous regimes has just killed it completely. And
he had a little bit of
the football talk because of bad decisions above.
We do have some positives though. We do have some positives that are literally just dropped. Ruben Amorim, first training session.
Oh, he's in the jacket.
He's in the jacket. He's in the jacket. Yes.
Oh, he's
joining the training. Joining the training.
Picture of him with Cobby as well. Back training too.
Oh, Cobby looks mean there. Look at that face.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh, that's a picture. Screensaver. Save image. Save image.
Yes.
In the jacket. Yes.
Let's
indeed.
go, Reeves. Man, like Reeves, you know.
All right, there's loads of super chats. Hold on, there's loads. Hold on. The Magic Kushida says, if we really are looking to replace Xerxes and or Højlund, then I better see a proven bagsman with more than 10 goals in Serie A. Example, Gyökeres or Jimenez. We're good. The striker. We haven't even got to that bit yet. So that was actually what I wanted to talk about.
David T, this is bad vibes.
David T says, can't lie. Don't think Amorim's the one, but we'll see.
That is bad vibes.
That's how he feels. That's what he feels. That's what he feels. Connor says, in Ruben's system, Shaw is better as a left centre back because he will be playing like a left back, also being a centre back. MD Samurai says,
Modern
Samurai says, it was discussed on Saeed's show about Mount's reoccurring hip injury, and he has missed 241 days, and Shaw has missed 364 days, both in 3 seasons. Big up to the panel and FUTV as well, Forever United. Shout out, Adam, of course. Yeah, because we are arguing about it. He needs to leave. I was just asking, what do you think Amorim will do because he's fit? That's what I was going to ask.
I just like chaos, to be honest.
Crash just threw a grenade into a bonfire.
Crash Illustration. I know. Crash Illustration says, Pogba is not here. Shaw is here. No one here on the panel or in the chat wants him to stay. And big no to Pogba. Both injury prone. We don't want either of them. Saeed chill. Flex spirit of Joe Blackman.
Yep.
And Joe Fleming says, Masraoui is not a left back by any stretch.
This balance is wild.
What is he then?
Yeah. He can play there comfortably though. He can
played there for Morocco in the week.
Yeah. Shout out to you, OKA. And OKA says the wing backs are the hardest workers in that Amorim system. I reckon Shaw isn't fit enough for that intensity up and down that wing. Yeah, I agree. Anthony at right wing back, I think he might do a job there.
Can I say something incendiary?
Hold the incendiary. Hold the incendiary while there's a few more super chats, and then you can have an incendiary blast. You can do that. Okay. Kristen says, question for Saeed. Brandon Williams on a free, as he's a free agent, yes or no? It's fantastic. So he's just chilling. No one wants him. Would you take him?
Of course not.
Saeed said no, absolutely not. Joe Fleming, Saeed does not know football at all. And
that's out of order.
Yeah, and it's not true. Shiva says, new training pick rolling in, which we just see. Sagnick says, Roberto Carlos called Shawberto Carlos himself. Just being polite though, isn't he? Stephen F says, thank you, Adam. And Prime Senpai says, Flex will bring back Pogba so he play Funky House. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't bring back Pogba. Even though he is vibes and does bring that. I do like that. And I do think Pogba was scapegoated a lot, but I wouldn't bring him back. Connor says, Anthony to play left wing back can't be worse than Mkhitaryan, can he, KG?
Is that what he's doing for? Is that what? Mkhitaryan in the pro clubs? Yeah, he's terrible. But actually, he's a classical winner. So can I say something?
Crash Illustration says, KG, give Saeed your football book.
They're taking the liberties. They need to start respecting Saeed just because he's changed as well. Like, that's the thing. That's the funny thing. I watched the video and I'm going to clip a lot of that video of Saeed changes, by the way. It was literally, I got all the Saeed's new video and I said, keep that in the vault. Literally, like, girl, I promise you. You just feel like when he skullfuckery, everyone go and get this video because he literally said, I am gonna back this manager no matter what. We have to understand it's a brand new, and I just don't know, man.
No, but we don't want to see that because if that happens, it means we're doing shit.
No, what I want it to work. I actually want it to work here. But you have to understand, we've been hurt at this club and we've seen things, yeah? So, like, there's a possibility this doesn't end the way we all want it to. I don't want that to be the truth, but most times we've been going in that direction. I hope the buck stops now and it's all gonna be rosy and everything's gonna be great. We're united and funny things happen at this club. You know what I mean?
What was your incendiary thing you wanted to say? I'm very, very curious.
I've got so was talking about the shares and stuff. I got some Rashford shares.
Yeah.
And I just have a feeling. Wait, Alice, no.
Sorry, I meant to turn my mic on.
Couldn't show her face. Couldn't show her face.
I've got some rashy shares, yeah. And I'm telling you now, if they put him, I know we shouldn't put him in the 9. I know we've learned from this, but is he a better 9 than Rasmus Højlund? We have to say yes.
To be honest, on that one, I'll ask him next time he walks past me.
Yeah, he might not. Yo.
Adam chill.
Wait. Rashi in the 9, guys. One more time.
No, that's not as far out as you think. I think that's the only place for him in an Amorim system, to be honest. I think he has to be 9. I think he has to be molded into a 9 now because he's clearly not working on a wing in a system that has them type of players. It doesn't work. So he's got one last hope. Pull your finger out, actually adapt and listen to the manager and play in this new system. We're going out buying a striker in the summer. Everybody knows.
I think we're going to see this, though. I think we're going to see this, Rashford. Eyes closed.
I always do.
He's had the time to do that.
You think that can run?
No, I generally believe that number 9 role is probably his most favoured position right now because the 2 10s, he clearly is not a 10. He's clearly not going to take up being a wing back because I don't think he has the intelligence and the know-how to do that. I think I'm with KG, funny enough. I think yeah.
I've defended you this whole stream about funny.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying, like, normally, we don't really agree with each other. But
don't agree, bro.
I think generally you're right, man. And I think he's probably going to do it better than Højlund right now because Højlund's stinking up the gaff for Denmark, not scoring in a year. He's not really playing well. And I don't see Xerxes as an out-and-out number 9. So, yeah, you're probably right, and that could help him now. He's 27 now. His pace isn't going to get, he's not going to keep being that quick as he is. So he might end up being like another, like a kind of the way Theo Walcott kind of went in his career. Went to a wing and then went to a striker and evolved in that aspect. So
I think we'll be overlooking the fact that Ruben Amorim could slightly adapt that trio at the top end of the pitch, depending on who it is. I don't think he's naive enough. I think he's clever enough, should I say, to know that if he is going to have a game where Rashford is playing this inside 10 on the left, I think there will be an acceptance that maybe off the ball, that's how we have it. We compact and this, that, and the other. But it's still fluid. We don't have to look at it as nuanced as like these players have to stay in these positions only. I think it's a rough guide where you could say, but depending on the combinations, depending on who's playing, he could have Bruno as like an inside right 10 and say, Rashford, you've got a little bit of a license. I don't expect you to stay in here because that's not your strength. I do expect you to drift wide. I do expect you to be in wide areas. I do expect you to express yourself within these instructions. I'm not saying that's definitely going to happen, but I don't think we can rule it out because Amorim
is the problem, though, Flex. Is that not what we've had an issue with? We're finding a spot and trying to adapt for Marcus Rashford. Meanwhile, we're leaving Eriksen, Mount, Ahmad, and Garnacho out. Well, we give Rashford another effing chance.
But I'm talking about Amorim. He may go like, I want to work with this guy, and if I can get this guy going, he could be one of my main supplies of goals. I think Amorim will think that.
I think Rashford suits it better than Mount and Eriksen, because with Amorim, it's not just 2 10s, but one was more of a 10, and then the other one was more of a right forward. Ten Hag wanted Rashford to play as a touchline winger. He's not a touchline winger. He's never been a touchline winger. His best work has been when he's as like a split striker, or he's been allowed to play almost quite centrally, not really as a striker, but like as a left forward. Amorim did right forward number 10 sort of, but he could do left forward, have Bruno or Ahmad in that sort of right number 10 role, maybe Højlund up top, or he could play him in the Højlund role. I do think, and I did a prediction today, that Rashford will be our top scorer under Amorim, because I think the pace and directness of Amorim ball does suit Rashford, because it is very direct, more than Eriksen. Eriksen doesn't have the legs to probably do that. So I actually am with KG, and my stocks is in Rashford under Amorim.
Rashford stocks.
The stocks are right. You lot get in now.
I want to say stocks there, but like, you know what I mean?
Get in now. I'm telling you right now.
It's a shame, isn't it? Again, that like I said, it probably does work for him, doesn't it? It does, but again, can he keep his mentality intact when someone else comes in, because he cannot play 3 games a week at that intensity? Can he actually sit on the bench and not sulk and moan and actually do his bit when he comes off the bench? That's the question that he's going to have to ask. It's all right doing 3 games in and it looks good for Rashford, but when he needs to be rotated because he can't keep up with it, what's his attitude going to be then? That's what everyone's going to be
You've seen a difference though, Adam, because he's been getting sent off at the 60th minute and he hasn't looked pissed off.
He hasn't bothered, KG. He doesn't really look like he's indifferent on coming off. And to be fair, with stuff like that, look, you never know how people are really thinking, so you don't want to project too much.
Yeah.
The thing is, even if, right, let's say under Amorim initially, for the rest of the season, let's say Rashford, he's on fire, and we go, right, he's back kind of thing. Yeah. It's not this season I'm judging him on. It's next season. It's can you, and the evidence isn't there for this, can you do it consistently over not even just a whole season, but consistently over a couple of seasons? He just can't. He can't do it. Siren's in the chat.
I've got a question. So if you've got like 100 coins, and these are like stocks, how many you lot put in on Xerxes? Just as a general, just how many are you? What are you lot doing?
Have you got half coins?
I just want to know. Like, out of a coin, like if you've got like,
is there half coins or they're only full?
It's up to you. What you want to do, mate?
5.
Right down, man.
How many? 5, Alice.
Disrespect, man. The disrespect is crazy.
5 on Xerxes.
No, you know KG.
Wait, I just asked the question, bro. I'm asking normal investors.
A young player.
Hold on. I just asked normal questions.
It's not normal question.
Why are you mad at the question, though? Why are you mad at the question?
There's an agenda behind the question.
I
think he'll be good in the right system.
Nah, there's an agenda behind the question, man. Come on.
Wait. So I can't ask. You can say you've got 50 coins on this player. Like, this is where you're putting all your. Let me know, bro. I'm asking the team. Alice has said 5. You've not said anything to that.
I'm not putting a number on it. I'm not putting a number in it.
You're a disgrace.
Right, but participate in the game. Participate in the game is what you.
No, because I just think he's taking a piss out of him, man, and I don't like that.
He's going to go through all the other players.
No, KG, you're taking a piss out of him.
You're
basically putting a question out there.
Why don't you trust me, bro?
It's banter. I don't like that.
Why? I could have more coins on Xerxes than you, bro. Go on, let me hear how much. Let's hear how much your belief. Let's see.
I'm not putting really. I'm just looking at it from my point of view. I look at a manager who's proven to, improve young players, who's a credible manager, credible coach, should I say, and has got the ability to change not only Trincao. Look at Trincao at Wolves.
Answer the damn question, bro. Yeah. Answer the damn question. You asked me if I was Ten Hag out, and you waited, bro.
Yeah, but that's different, though, isn't it? That's different.
No, I'm asking you. Answer the damn question, bro.
It's not a definitive answer, though. It's not a definitive
answer. How far you
we have to wait and see. Look at the system and how he's gonna adapt to it. I just look at the manager more so. I believe in the manager to work with a lot of these players and improve them. So I'm not going to really put a number on it.
Xerxes was good at Bologna, and I think in the right environment system, he'll be good. It just the question marks around the intensity of Amorim ball and the speed he likes in his front three. That's my only question about it. But I think Xerxes in the right system will be good, but is Emma in the right system for him? That's the question.
Hey, you know, all I asked was a question that no one answered except you.
You know your opinions about Xerxes, innit? That's why.
Bro, I actually asked the question and I could hear exactly.
You're right, Said. You're right, Said. There is an agenda behind that question.
Yeah, there is an agenda.
Wait, hold on.
You are a bold-faced and bold-headed liar. That's what you are.
So no one wants answer. No one wants answer. I tell you, listen. No one's answered it. That's insane.
Well, how would you answer? How would you answer your own question, KG?
I got 10. That's a lie. 6 coins behind Xerxes.
Told you a lie.
I don't give a.
Out of 100.
Yeah.
So you don't believe in your manager? You don't believe in your manager?
That's
If
it's
out of 100, I put 10.
Don't say that. We taking it. You said
I thought you said out of 50.
Not out of
10 out of
100.
100. 10 out of
100.
10. Because I'm putting most of my coins on
10%.
Rashford.
I ain't got that.
Yeah.
I'm putting most of my coins on Rashford, but I'll put 10 on Xerxes.
So KG, you won't even put 10% of your shares on.
No, 6 is fine. That's good enough for me.
6%.
What?
How much you put on Highland then? How much you put on Highland?
Not much as well.
Even though it's been there a year and
I'm gonna go like, I don't know, he'll probably get 15 of those coins still, to be honest.
These coins.
He's saying Mario, bro. He's playing little sticks, bro.
We're in international break. We're in international break and we're getting creative with the content because I can't watch another. How do you fit these players in video?
They're saying you're hating on your Nigerian brother. They're saying you're a disgrace, bro. You think Leon Bailey could be here and I say a bad word about him, bro?
Go on. So go on. You lot, tell me. No one else has answered the question. Adam, how many coins out of 100 you put in the coins?
On who, Xerxes?
Just accept it. Yeah.
Xerxes. I've done, most of my coins are on Bruno, by the way. That's who I think is going to do it. That's my pick. In terms of Xerxes and Highland, you've got 20 between both of them right now.
All right, equal.
Well, put 15 and 5 if you want, or 10 and 10.
I'll decide when I see them both play.
These coins.
Wait, Flex, what about you, Flex? I doesn't know play. Killjoy.
Yeah,
I'm not playing that game.
I've got a lot of stuff on other players, so I'll put 10 coins, 10% on Xerxes because I've got a lot more stuff going on. Because I need some for Mount.
You put it on Luke Shaw, who's been here 10 years.
I will. You're bringing Brandon Williams back, mate.
Guys, that's where we're at in the fan base, guys.
You know what?
All this is a Luke Shaw who's been here 12 years. That is a disgrace.
Killing Owen right now.
Hey, Shai, who am I?
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Anyway.
Who's that, Flex?
That's Brandon Williams on his balloons.
No, that's outboard. I get rid of him. Do something.
That is crazy. That's crazy.
I wouldn't even do that. And I'm taking it. I'm a violator, but he's taking the living.
Nah, man. Tell Brandon Williams he ain't even got a club and he's available.
Crazy.
He's available.
That's crazy.
Nah,
that's
man.
Crazy.
Move,
Flex.
Move, man.
That's
Brandon
a red
Williams.
card.
I can't believe I've heard Brandon Williams' name on this stream. How? Couldn't even clean Shaw's boots, mate. Let's just call it as it is.
Damn.
Brandon Williams, bro.
Flex, that's out of order, mate.
Why is that out of order? It's true. He got done for it. It's not me making it up. I didn't make it up.
Why is it so many house though? Why do you inhale it so much though? You went crazy with that.
Because you couldn't see that. That's what I was. You couldn't see it as a balloon, innit?
Oh, man.
But yeah, listen.
My work has done, bro. Bring a bit of chaos before the international breaks going on, you know? I know Owen hates the coin thing. Owen just hated that.
Fucking coin thing, man. The biggest bunch of bullshit. Like, what is that concept?
All right, guys.
To be a dream.
Oh, wait there. Hold on. Wait a minute. What you call it? Hold on.
Wait a minute.
It's Priem. It's Priem Flex. Priem. Sorry, I thought it was Prime. Big up to you, Priem. Shout out to you. Eminem says new manager.
He's saying Priem, not Priem, bro. Priem, bro. What the hell was wrong with this guy?
P-R-E. It's P-R-E. It's P-R-E.
He's ruined it, bro.
Eminem says new manager, good environment. Rashford always turns up.
Facts.
Writing him off is naive. Look at every season he's been here. That's been the story. Fact. Saeed, they're saying it's a fact that he turns up, mate. New manager.
It's just about just do it. Like all of this talk, man. Just do it. You know what I mean? That's it, man. All this hype. Just do it, man. That's all I want.
Hey, Adam, say hello to me. Say hello to me.
Hello.
This guy's crazy.
That right, innit?
No idea.
Melly says, Marley Biz says, Flex, am I right in saying that Rashford's last couple purple patches, he's had a good few spells in the 9? When he scored them goals, was that when he was when
inside forward? Yeah, like a 9.
Yeah, he was still on the left, and then there was a couple of games where I think he was in the 10, didn't it? Remember, Records, and Rashi was up front.
Yeah.
Like Mike says, Højlund gets way more leeway than Xerxes, even when he plays terrible game after game. The fan base backed Højlund when he had 16 game goal drought. He did last year. So that's, like I said, called for patience. Joe Fleming says KG is going to be all effed up when Xerxes comes good.
Yep, it's going to be one of those old dads. Your player became good. Thank you.
No, you can't do that. You can't do that.
What, you think I'm not shameless enough to celebrate? And all of
No,
his,
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, like, you know what I mean? There will be receipts in it. There'll be receipts.
No, but that's like Saïd's Bruno agenda. He said, I'll still celebrate. I still sing Bruno.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, you can celebrate.
You don't rate him.
But there'll be still receipts. That's all it is.
Arsenal, bro. So don't try it. Because if Bruno turns around, Arsenal, bro.
Yeah.
Jason says this might be harsh, but Rashford can piss off. The guy keeps living off that one half decent season. The rest he has been average. I'm sick to death of him walking around the pitch just like he's a superstar. Wow, strong from Jason. Strong. Red Baron says, how many times is Rashford going to fool us? And Ash says, I sense Amorim will have a fallout with a couple of players since the vibe is that he can ask players to play wherever he wants. Some players can't handle that. Yeah, some going to be like, I ain't playing there.
They can go. They can piss off.
And they can get weeded out. That is one thing we do all agree on. So, yeah. Guys, big up. Big show. This is what the red carpet's all about, isn't it? It's fireworks. I remember the very first red carpet we did, and we all sat here all lovely. Oh, yeah, it's amazing. Can't wait to do this show. It's going to be brilliant. But all before we even kicked a ball under 10 Hag this season. And look where it is now, guys. Yeah. Monday, 18th of November. It's all out chaos, but this is what it is, isn't it? This is what it is.
Yeah, nothing's personal, man, on this channel as well. Like, no, because you know what it is, man. We're gonna see about 400 comments after this crying. This is football talk, man.
100%. And the worst thing is, you shouldn't even need to say that, but like you say, some people do. Like, this is what it is. It is always love. Like, it'd be boring if we all just agreed on everything.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? So that's just how it goes. That's what it is, man.
Anyone's got a problem, meet us in the car park, bro.
Yeah, that's it.
We'll all be there. Yeah, all of us. All of us. Yeah.
Shout out to everyone. Make sure you subscribe to Owen Wrestle News 3655555. Make sure you subscribe to Alice Talks Football. Make sure you subscribe to Saïd TV. Make sure you subscribe to KG Da Comedian, and make sure you subscribe to Forever United TV as well. So big up, man. Go show love to everyone's channels. We are out of here. Smash the like on this video. We'll see you in the morning. Take care.